All right, this video is going to be a first video on how do we start to create our robot or parts for our robot. So the first thing that we're going to do is we're at our home screen in Onshape. And if we need to get back to our home page, we can click on this Onshape button and it will take us back to our home screen. And what we're going to do is we're going to always go in and create a document. And so we're going to go in here to create, and all of our projects will start as documents. So I'm going to create a document and we're going to call this first bot. So this is going to be my first bot, and I'm going to go and hit the create button. By default, when you come in, it's going to open you up in a part studio where you're actually going to, you could make parts or have a sketch. We're going to work with pre-existing parts for everything, so we're not going to do anything in a part studio. We're going to work out of the assembly. And so when we look and we navigate around here at the bottom, you see these tabs, and you have a part studio tab and then the assembly tab. What we want to do is we want to click over to our assembly tab, and this is where we're going to insert existing parts. And the difference is when I'm in the part studio, I don't see the ability to insert. It has sketch so that I can create new parts or create new things. But if I go to my assemblies, now I can insert parts and assemblies. So we want to make sure that we're working out of the assembly tab. All of the instructions that I'm going to give you are going to be using a mouse, and you can get a mouse from our class set to use. You can work with the trackpad. I think it's a little bit harder, but using a mouse is going to be how I'm going to provide instruction and direction to you. We're going to right click down on this assembly and we can rename this. And what we're going to do is create lots of assemblies. And so what I'm going to do is I'm going to call this is going to be our complete robot. And we'll talk about how this is going to work or what we're going to do as we go through this. But I'm going to go down and add the plus key to add additional assemblies. So I'm going to create another assembly. And you can have as many assemblies as you need to. But I'm going to make this one, we're going to call this a wheel assembly. So we're going to make ourselves a wheel assembly. So this is going to be our wheel. What's neat about this is I can insert this wheel, like if I make a wheel and I put it all together, I can then save it and use it to save me some time as far as inserting in multiple wheels. And so what we're going to do is we're going to make this our wheel assembly, and we're going to start there to create that. So I'm going to make sure I can tab in between these to change which one we're wanting to do. So I'm going to go to my wheel assembly here, and I'm going to go to insert because I'm going to insert parts. Now, right away, it searches in our current document. So when we're searching from our current document. So if once I have my wheel assembly put in, then I can insert it into this document. But right now, I don't have anything in here, so I need to go to other documents that we've got to go. So I'm going to go to other documents, and for this, I'm just going to go back to my home. So when I go to other documents, this brings up everything that we have. Yesterday, we set up and we put in our label for our VEX V5 parts. That's where I want to go look. And so I'm going to click on that label, and that's going to bring up all of the parts that we've got for our VEX V5. And so because we're going to be making a wheel assembly, what I'm going to do is I'm going to go in here to my wheels and rollers, and I'm going to open up and find the wheel that I want. I'm going to do a 4-inch omnidirectional wheel. So I'm just going to click on it. It's going to put the wheel in. I can move my mouse to set it where I want in my model. I'm going to click once, and I'm going to add it in there. Now, the other thing that we need to look at when we're adding this, I'm going to hit this green checkbox so it's okay. If I want to rotate my view, this is a great time to kind of look at some of our mouse controls. If I want to rotate my view around my object, I hold down the right mouse button, and I can rotate my view to go around it. If I want to pan where I stay and I need to move side to side, I click and hold my center mouse wheel button, and I can pan side to side. If I want to zoom in or out, I can scroll my mouse wheel either towards me or away from me to zoom in and out. I can also click on my my window icon up here to see and rotate to see where everything is. So there's my wheel, and you notice we're missing those wheel inserts. So you have access to all of the same parts that you would use to build a physical robot. You can build it in this virtual world. We're going to insert in some additional parts. So I'm going to come back here and I'm going to insert in, I'm going to go back out of my wheels and structures, go back into my V5 parts, and I'm going to look under our bearings and collars. And I've got to look here. And so this one is my free spinning insert. So that's got the circular opening. If we had a free spinning wheel, I want this to be the square one that will attach on the axle. So I'm going to click to insert that part in. I'm going to insert it in, and I need two because I'm going to put one on each side. So I'm going to insert both of those in. Now, what I like to do when I've got these parts there, I like to kind of try to set them up to get them so they look close or get near where they want to be. So I'm going to click on this part. Oh, I'm going to hit the checkbox because I've got my parts inserted now. So when I click on this part, I can select it, and as I rotate around, there's lots of things that I can do with it. I can click to drag it if I want to move it side to side. I can also rotate it to kind of get it so it looks like it's going to be going in the way that I want it to. So now that I've got it sitting up, I can sort of set it up and say, okay, I've got it sort of rotated where it is that I want it to be, and I can rotate it around to get it to where it's going to get into the things that I need it to do. So what we're going to do once we've got our part sort of where we want it to be is we're going to have to fasten it. And we did this yesterday, but we're just going to go over this again. And this takes a lot of practice. You're going to have plenty of time to kind of practice and work on this today. But what we're going to do is I'm going to click on my fasten up at the top. And if we want to see what our toolbar is, we can scroll over and click on whatever it is that we've got. So I'm going to go to this fasten mate. I'm going to click on it, and it's going to give me my fasten. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to zoom in, and I have to pick what part is going to go where. So what I'm going to do for this one is I'm going to say, okay, I want this top wall or this face of it in here. So I'm going to move up, and I'm going to choose this edge or this line. So I'm going to choose that line, which is going to be the inside, that very inside edge. Where do I want that to go? So now I'm going to come over to my motor here, and I want to put that, I'm going to rotate this around so that I can see inside, and I want that to go right on inside there, so those two lines are going to match up. Now, it might be rotated facing the wrong direction, which it is, so if I invert my axis, it's going to face the right way. Now, if you pick the right space, it should line up perfectly like this one did, which is perfect. That's exactly what I wanted to do. So I'm going to hit yes that I want to do this. Now, what I can do is I can rotate it if it needs to rotate, but everything looks right. I'm going to hit the green checkbox, and it's going to put my axle insert in there. So now I've got my axle insert. I need to do the same thing on the back. So I'm going to hit this. I'm going to hit the X here to do this. I'm going to create another fasten, and I'm going to put it on here. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to set this one up, and I'm going to rotate it so it's sitting up on its side so it's ready to go. And I'm going to do the exact same thing, right? And so there's lots of points where we can choose to connect. And the trick to this in using Onshape is finding the right connection points. And once you get it, you'll know like where I need to go with it. So I'm going to click this fasten mate again, and I'm going to rotate around, and I'm going to find that same line at the top. So I'm going to find that same line. I'm going to zoom in, and I'm going to find there's that line again, and I'm going to find that same line. I'm going to click on it, so now I've got that line. Now I'm going to go to the back of this one, so I'm going to rotate around to see the back of my model. Same thing, I'm going to rotate it in, zoom in, and I want to find that same line on the inside here. And so I'm going to click on it. Boom, there it is. I got it. Now, if it's not right, so if I'm looking at this and it's not right or it's facing the wrong direction, right, we can flip our primary axis, which says it faces the opposite direction. So, but I don't want to do that because it's right. I can also rotate it if it needs to be rotated the wrong way, but mine is all set right. But then the other thing that I can do is I can come in and create an offset. And what the offset does is if you look here, I can see here's my red axis, my green axis, my blue axis. So if I needed to go higher on my x-axis, I can offset it, let's say 10 millimeters. And when I do this, watch, it moves it up 10 millimeters. If I go negative, it would move it down 10 millimeters. So if I go negative 10, it would move it down 10 millimeters. Now that obviously isn't right, so I'm going to take that out because I don't actually need to offset it because I picked the right face on it. So I'm going to put this back to 0. And if you pick the right connection point, you should just be able to click and get them connected. So I'm going to hit, there it is. I've got it connected. Okay, now I can take this a step further. I'm going to hit this X, so I've got my connection. So there, I've got my axles all set up. So now what we need to do is I can take this a step further. I can say, okay, here's my wheel, or I can actually even put even a little bit more in here. I'm going to go ahead and insert in our axle. So we've got our axle to insert in. So I'm going to go in to insert, bring in another model. So I'm going to go back to our V5 parts library again. I'm going to come down to our shafts. and it says that our shafts are configurable. Now, two types of shaft. The high strength shaft is the big thick axles. We use all the standard shafts, so when I click this to open up, it gives me my configuration of 1 inch. I'm going to make this 3, and I'm going to put IN for inch, and that's going to make a 3-inch axle for me, so I can make my axle as long as I want. I'm going to click once, and it's going to bring in my standard 3-inch axle. I'm going to hit my check mark. Now, this is where it's going to help us to do where we're going to do our offsetting of what we want to do. So now what I can do is I'm going to do my insert, but instead of doing where it is, we're going to make this so that it's going to fasten in, and we'll set up how we're going to make ourselves a Revolute mate, or we can change our stuff. But so right now, I'm going to go in to do my Revolute mate, which means this is one that's going to turn on us. So this is going to turn or spin for us. So what we're going to do is I'm going to come in and I'm going to click where do I want to connect to this. And so what I want to do is I want to try to get this sort of in the middle. So what I'm going to do is find my midpoint on one of my faces or my axis. So I'm going to come here and I can move in, and you see how it gives us this circle to let us know. I'm going to click, there's my top mid edge, and I'm going to come in here and I want to put this in. I'm going to rotate my axle in here so I can kind of see on the inside, and I want to try to find that same midpoint, and I'm going to click there. Now, I can see that my axle is connected and it's lined up and it's set where it needs to be. But here, if I needed to put it together or offset it, I could. So I'm going to hit my checkbox. There it is. So now I've got my axle is inserted in there for my wheel. You could also put your shaft collars on here. There's lots of things that you could put in here. But this is going to be our axis. And so now what we can do is I've got my wheel assembly is all set up. So now if I go in, here's my wheel assembly. If I go into this complete robot, and this is where I'm going to build my complete robot, I can go to insert. Instead of going in from my individual part, go to my assemblies, and I can insert my wheel assembly, and it brings over my pre-made wheel to my final robot. And so then I can start to put my final parts in. Once I've built one thing, I've got everything set that I need. And this is going to be our first of several videos on building our first robot.